We here at Mayhem Media
understand the trials and tribulations of life.
No matter how hard life can get.
Suicide is never the answer.
There's more assistance available today than ever before.
If you or a loved one are suffering from suicidal thoughts, please don't try and take it on alone.
Call or text 988 if you live in the U.S.
Or if you're in Great Britain, call 116123 or text 85258.
The world is a better place with you in it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mayhemtainment. I am your host, the bad guy of podcasting, JD, and we are back for our continued MCU coverage. And tonight we're going to talk Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and we have a full panel here to discuss it with us tonight. On my right side of the screen here, we have from the Boiling Point Podcast and Mayhem Media, we have the other JD, Jason DeToli.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
Absolutely, man. You always contribute a lot. Down in the bottom corner there is the man who is definitely at least 50% or more producing these episodes at this point, and that is the man who provides all the visuals that we're going to use tonight, as he did for like the last 4 shows in a row now. Wolfman.
What's up, guys?
On the other side of the screen, we have Headlock, Heels, and Havoc. Everybody's favorite uncle, Uncle Slam.
What's up, family? How's everybody doing?
And underneath him, we have the legend himself, J-Mac.
It's me. It's that LEGEND, and this is just too sweet.
And in the top corner, we have my co-host for our After the Dragon series, which you will see tomorrow afternoon. If you tune in around 3 o'clock, you will see us in our live episode covering House of the Dragon. So, and that's Jedi Theorist.
What's up, guys?
All right, guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
We got Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Doctor Strange is up first. I'm a fan. I was not a fan of Doctor Strange before the movies. I wasn't really a fan of Iron Man before the movies. Thor's questionable. But like some of these superheroes, I was not a fan of really before the movies. I knew that they existed. I've seen some of the comics, but I can't say I was super fans. And I think casting is one of the reasons that some of these characters have done so well. And Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, I think, is another perfect casting choice. And I thought the first movie was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Wolfman?
Yeah, I totally I have to agree. I just think this is just a thought, but what if they did a team up with Doctor Strange and Constantine?
And what? Constantine?
Yeah, Constantine.
All right, we're going to move on from you, Wolfman. Jason, give me something.
Of all the movies, I actually think Doctor Strange is my favorite. It's the one I like the most. I've watched it twice since I was watching it as I was waiting to get on here. So, yeah, Doctor Strange is by far my favorite one out of all the movies.
Wow, that's definitely that's shocking to me. I would not have guessed Doctor Strange was your favorite movie, not by a long shot.
Well, not with my background with Christ and whatnot, but what just comes down to the movies with that kind of the sorcery and whatnot. Yeah, because I know better, but yeah, absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, absolutely. J-Mac.
I'm like you. I wasn't a huge Doctor Strange fan. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know much about Doctor Strange, to be perfectly honest. What I knew of Doctor Strange was off of a little phone game I play. Um, so that was like my, education on him. And I'll be honest with you, after the first movie, I wasn't a huge Doctor Strange fan. It wasn't until the Avengers that I realized, and when him and Thanos were fighting, and I know I'm getting a little further, but just talking about him. But when him and Thanos were kind of going neck and neck in the first Avengers movie, I was like, okay, this dude's like a legit badass. Like this dude can really do some stuff that everybody else can't do, and I just didn't realize it. He can have like 1,000 of him just spawn out of nowhere. So it's like I've learned to like Doctor Strange, and going back and watching it, I like the movie better now because I understand his character a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Slam.
All right. I enjoyed the movie, and I think part of it is kind of like the reason that you said. The casting hit it right on the head with the best actor for this. Like, I can't see anybody else as Doctor Strange. Also, I think even all the other characters that they had, the villain, the ancient one, like even Wong, the guy that had his little sidekick or whatever, I think that was perfect casting. The movies, like I said, I enjoy the visuals. I got a lot of Inception, flashbacks from it or whatever. All the buildings changing, the floors, all that stuff like that. So I enjoyed the movie a lot. Like I said, I thought it was a solid one. Now I wonder if anybody caught in the beginning of the movie when he was talking on the phone and he was driving. That first phone call he got was talking about he had a colonel that was paralyzed. Yep. And that was actually War Machine. I don't know if anybody else caught that.
Colonel James Rhodes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
now that you say that, I do remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
That was a little Easter egg.
I definitely missed that. I definitely missed. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. even though like Jason, I watched it twice in preparation for this episode.
So, and I think Doctor Strange turned that one down.
Yeah, he did, because he got 3 phone calls. He didn't take he took the third one, which was, and that's what caused him the wreck, because he was looking down at his phone or something like that.
Look at the X-rays and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
So in other words, you're saying that if they're sorry, I don't mean to cut everything off. I know Jedi still got to get his in, but so in other words, you're saying that like had he accepted War Machine's call, there may not be a Doctor Strange.
Maybe. See?
You never know.
Maybe. Theorist, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I like the movie. I wouldn't say Doctor Strange is my favorite, but I will go on a hot take here and say that he is probably the most powerful because he has the ultimate weapon.
Time.
Yep.
And someone talked about it.
And it don't matter. It don't matter who you are. I mean, it don't matter what kind of power you have. I mean, because to use your power, you still need time.
There it is.
Yeah, the time stone.
The time stone. All right, so Jedi Theorist, it's the time stone. That's what's inside. Does anybody know what or remember what this is called?
The eye
of Agamemnon or something like that.
Close, Uncle Slam, but not quite.
It was the eye of something.
The eye of Agamotto.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct, J-Mac.
Like when he said Agamemnon, I was like, hold on, I know it. Hold on, I got to think about it for a second. So let me ask you this, Jedi. Sorry, you said something interesting, and I've just got a question. So you said that him having the time makes him all more powerful. Do you think that it makes him more powerful than the Scarlet Witch?
I knew that was coming.
I
knew that was coming.
Powers.
I'm just curious.
Can I go first, Theorist? I think power in the MCU is a relative term. Scarlet Witch is one of the most powerful mutants because like her powers make her one of the most powerful mutants. But the Eye of Agamotto makes Doctor Strange one of the most powerful beings
Hmm.
Like it's a different scale there.
But she runs off
almost, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jason. I didn't mean to cut you
She
off.
runs off of hate. So her power could literally be
That's true.
unlimited.
I honestly and truthfully, I thought about this and everything because that question kind of came up to me while I was watching it again. And my whole thing with that is I think it kind of would come down to whoever got the first real big blow in first. If she got into his mind, it's over. If he gets her, in whatever spell or whatever, where she can't do something.
I don't want to spoiler alert. I think we might get to find out about that. In a couple of more movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, doesn't Strange if she throws whatever at him, all he really has to do is zip, portal up, power gone. Oh, well, and in reality, all he has to do is get her into a portal and throw her somewhere else.
All I'm going to say is she killed Xavier and popped in, said boo, click, and
she
done.
did. That's in another movie. And
I don't want to keep going off and holding up this show.
We will talk about that a lot once we get to that movie, because that movie makes a whole bunch of the multiverse of madness start. That's where we start getting into the multiverse, and then things get super confusing if you weren't confused already.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You think
What
you're
was we
confused?
talking
Go
about?
watch some X-Men.
Right. That is the ancient one, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, the ancient one. Good. And what is her role?
Knocking the shit out of Hulk and knocking the Hulk out of Bruce Banner.
Isn't she like the head
Different
master,
movies,
grandmaster?
different
I know,
movie. You're
but
jumping
still.
ahead.
So
I'm
I'm not skipping ahead. I'm just letting everybody know what this woman can do.
Well,
She knocked the
Doctor
Hulk up
Strange
out of him.
She knocks Doctor Strange out of his physical body.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm looking for her official title.
Isn't she like a grandmaster or something?
Close, but not quite. You're on the right track,
She's the
Jedi. But
ancient one.
not
Ain't she like the protector or something?
Protector of time.
No.
Guardian of time, something like that. What am I missing?
No.
Yeah, really.
Wolfman?
She is the quote unquote teacher of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for either. She is the Sorceress Supreme.
Yeah.
Supreme. Okay.
Okay. That's what he was looking for. Okay. Gotcha.
And speaking of there we go.
Yeah.
Right? We were just talking about it. No reason to discuss the question, but there you go. That's what he was. That's what she does to a couple of different people, actually.
Looks like a chicken on picture.
The what?
As he's floating backwards, you three different bodies. The one in the middle looks like a chick. Don't look like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's true.
Dang.
It is a woman.
I didn't notice that. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that's crazy. They did
She was kicking his astro form.
Yo, I want to credit Wolfman for grabbing this exact still so that we could get the detail of how they actually shot this with other people.
Yeah.
It was not easy. Not easy.
All right.
That gives new meaning to knocking in the dirt.
Yeah, it's the portal ring, ain't it?
Yep.
It's a sling ring.
Who said it?
Man,
Jason?
Leroy up on 7th Street in Lexington's got one of those, man.
Jason, what did you call it?
Sling ring.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. We're going to go through a couple of these here. What happened to his face? This is actually a good one here for the actual movie. A little bit, but
what do you get? Powered up, kind of.
where's Dormammu reside?
The Dark Realm.
Time.
Yes, in the Dark Realm, Wolfman. I heard you say it. In the Dark Realm. So when you draw on power from the Dark Realm, it corrupts you. Remember, later on, we find out that the Sorceress Supreme has lived so long because she has drawn she draws power from the Dark Realm to stay alive for as long
she's
as
not as good as she thinks she is.
I got a trivia question for everybody.
Answer's no. Not kidding.
Since you asked what her nickname was in the Sorcerer Supreme, what is her actual name?
No clue.
The character or the actress?
The character.
Karma.
I really don't know.
No. I think it's this is the actress. This is the actress. It's got to be.
Okay, no, I don't know the actresses. I don't know I know it, but as soon as you tell it to me, I'll kick myself. But no, I can't think of it.
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, I knew it was some weird, like, unique name that you.
She does. She does all kinds of like crazy.
She was the
roles
White
and
Witch
stuff.
in
Yeah.
Narnia.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
Oh,
She
she
was-
was. Okay.
Yeah. She takes them kind of like weirder type roles and stuff and everything, which she's good at. I ain't saying nothing bad about her. She's a good actress.
Yeah. All right, who's he?
That's no, that's not.
It starts with an M. Mordo.
I know
Mordo?
him
Yep,
from
there it is.
something
Slam.
else, man.
Slam, you got it. Mordo.
Mordo. Okay. Yeah. I knew it was one of those.
I know him from something else. 2012. That's what I know him
Yeah.
from.
He's the scientist.
Yep. Oh, that's
Mamu.
Dude,
no, that right there. Josh.
Yeah, and that question, that's where he is.
Oh.
Look at the question.
Oh, the Dark Realm.
Yeah,
is
who in the
that?
dark realm is this?
Who is the Dark Realm?
it looks like the guy's chin, the guy's nutsack for a chin. I can't tell.
Thanos. Thanos, but it's not Thanos.
That's
But it's
his
not
chin.
He's like,
It's Dormammu.
he looks like old Purple Nuts.
Yeah, Dormammu. This is actually Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Dormammu. Why was
And I
I
love
thinking
that-
somebody else? I can't remember who.
And I
it
love
was.
that that Doctor Strange defeated him with the time stone.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
whooped
Got him
his
stuck in
butt.
a loop. You know, now I want to point this out here for future episodes. We saw it happen like a handful of times, right? Doctor Strange getting killed by Dormammu.
Yeah.
But in reality, it happens hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times when he does this. We just see the handful or whatever. So Doctor Strange experiences the most excruciating and brutal deaths.
It's
hundreds
basically
and
the same
hundreds of
thing he
times
did
over.
with the when he was looking at all the results of the in-game stuff. It's
Hmm.
basically the same way.
How do you know that, Jonathan?
Hold on a second. That's a little different, J-Mac, because that's just looking into the future. That's seeing something, but not
Right.
experiencing. it.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't
Experiencing
didn't physically do it. But it's on the same plane.
Yeah,
as what
and
he's
I
doing.
want to. Yeah, and I just want to bring that up because of when we get to Multiverse of Madness, that'll come into play there.
Because he's scanning. That's basically what he's doing is scanning all known timelines.
Yeah,
and everything that is going to happen could happen. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, just a quick hot take. I think is going to play into this whole Doctor Doomsday stuff, but that's further down the line.
I think you're right about that too. But yeah, let's wait for that. Jason, what were you asking?
How do you know that he did that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times?
It's the way it is in the comic books, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yep.
I never read any of the comic books. I'm just now seeing these movies.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. I mean, they're not going to show him actually dying 100 times, in the movies. So yeah,
That'd be a long movie.
Yeah,
Well, no, I get that.
Yeah,
but the way to portray that he's done it, more than just a few times.
All right, let's. I think I did all most of the good visuals that I wanted to get.
Well,
Wolfman. Oh, you got something, J-Mac?
Well, I was just going to say, are we going to talk about any of the discrepancies between the movies and the comics?
What would you have something?
Well, I mean, I've just got a bunch of like the Eye of Agamotto. What was it? It was in the comics. It was a powerful magic artifact, and detected truth, reveals illusions, and amplifies mystical powers. But it did not contain the Infinity Stone.
Okay.
In the movie, it contains the Time Stone and controls time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to touch on any of that kind of stuff or anything.
I don't mind.
I found
I
a
don't mind.
few of them and everything.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not everything is complete 100% comic book lore. Yeah, but
I like that too because of the fact that I don't mind if you've got to combine two. I get it. So a lot of these comic book characters on both sides, DC and Marvel, and all other kind of comic books. There's several different origin stories for the same people. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like, I don't mind if you take 2 or 3 of their different timelines and mash them together as long as it makes sense and it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't bother me because you can always go back and look at the source material to see where things differentiated. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think, but I also like knowing the differences too. Because then
Yeah.
sometimes we're like, that's stupid, man. That don't make no sense why you did that, man. Because
No,
that's
no.
stupid
I mean,
comic
yeah, there's
book.
some people who like to complain about that. Yeah. In fact, Theorists and I are going to actually do a little bit of talking about that tomorrow with the House of the Dragon. We're going to talk a little bit about where they're off the books and stuff a little bit. Anyway, you brought up the Infinity Stone again. So now we know all of them except where the Soul Stone is. All 5. There's 5 Infinity Stones now on the field of battle. I'd like to point out that it's been like, what, two movies or so since we've even had a reference to the Infinity Stones. So I love how Marvel, is doing this overall story arc, but then is also, doing independent, like, individual movies too. Like they've been doing that's what they've been doing so good thus far in the MCU. But now with 5 Infinity Stones at play. So let's go through and give it a review. I'll go first. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 Jolly Rogers. Wolfman.
I'd probably get a 4.5 Jolly Rogers.
4.5. Okay. Jason.
Oh, I'm giving it a 5 Jolly Rogers, of course.
Hey, that's high
Nice.
praise.
J Mac.
Can I give 2 more little things that were discrepancies from the
Oh,
movie?
yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I just seen it. It was about the bad guys. So who did y'all call that guy? I can't pronounce his name. Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Okay, so in the movie, he was defeated by a time loop, exists on the dark dimension, mostly a giant cosmic face.
Yeah.
In the comics, he was frequently battles Strange physically and magically, rules the dark dimension with many servants, and one of Strange's greatest reoccurring enemies.
Yes.
And what's the other guy? Caecilius?
Caecilius.
Okay. He, in the movie, of course, he's the main villain. But in the comics, he was a fairly minor villain, and he never had the importance he receives in the movie. And see, that's what I'm saying. They took somebody that wasn't really a big. Well, I don't care if I ever see him again. He was a guy that was a jumping off point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they've done a great job at portraying the minor villains and the major villains. The minor villains are, like in the Hulk movie with Abomination. Abomination is not the biggest of Hulk villains, but
Jeff Bridges and Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with them using those minor villains to jumpstart the character's story. You see what I'm saying? There has to be something that makes them go to that, being that superhero. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. For me, I'm gonna. Like I said, if I went off my first initial reaction, I probably would have given it like a 2. But going back and learning about Doctor Strange and everything, and actually being objective and everything now, and how much I like him now, I would probably shoot it up to a 4, 4.5. So I'll cut the difference. 4.25. 4.25 slam. Not slams. What am I doing? What do I do? I do headlocks. Headlocks is what I do.
Jason wanted to say something.
J-Mac, I got a question for you, because
yes, sir.
When you say that Doctor Strange defeated Dormammu, he didn't actually defeat him. They came to an agreement that if he takes his minions off of Earth and doesn't attack Earth anymore, he can go about and still do what he wants to the rest of the universe, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
I believe so, yeah.
Honestly, truthfully, I don't know. I'm just going by what I pulled up here on my research and everything. What it says, the way it broke it down. It broke it down as defeated, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he didn't really defeat him. Yeah, he made a bargain. He was there to bargain.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah. So you might potentially see Dormammu again down the line.
Oh yeah, it's definitely possible that we'll see Dormammu again. Yeah. Okay, J-Mac, are you rated it? Uncle Slam, where are you?
Yeah, 4.25.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 4, maybe a 4.5, but definitely a solid 4. I thought it was a good movie. There wasn't a whole lot of holes to it. Story was good. The characters was good. The action. was pretty fluid. I liked it. Yeah, at least 4 to 4.5.
Theorist?
Okay, before I give my grade, I just want to say something. It's more of a theory.
Yeah, sure.
And I just thought of it because you brought up the stones picture, and and it said nobody knows where the soul stone is.
Well, at this point, we don't know where in the MCU we don't know where the soul.
Okay.
At this point, where we are in the movies,
right? So, and this is just a theory. This is a little further ahead. I will say this is for the newer Avenger movie,
the Doomsday stuff, and everything.
Yeah. I will say this is a theory, and I don't know why I just thought of this when you brought that picture up. I'm gonna say that, and because it's rumored. I'm not gonna say it's real, but it's rumored that Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider is supposed to come back.
I know, I heard it too.
I don't
hope
know.
so.
Oh, please, you're off the show.
Here's my theory, though.
If there's anything that Nicolas Cage ever did that I liked, it was friggin' Ghost Rider. Okay.
Yeah, well, I guess I can understand that part.
If he does come back, I feel like they'll have him as an older version.
Yeah.
But they'll kill him off in a sacrificial way, and Robbie, the younger Ghost Rider, the newer one, gets the Soul Stone from the old Ghost Rider. Somehow he has it. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Okay.
Can I interject one thing real quick? Is there anybody here who would object to a Western Samuel L. Jackson? That's not Samuel Jackson. Sam Elliott Ghost Rider origin story.
Not.
Would that not be freaking awesome?
Ghost Rider. He made the first Ghost Rider, dude.
I'm not saying use what's his face as the actor in it. I'm saying get a younger person that can play Sam Elliott.
Yes, Sam Elliott's a little on the.
But to have a Western Ghost Rider origin story,
show him where he got the scroll. Show him where he got the scroll of what is it? The scroll of what?
Souls.
The scroll of souls, Wolfman.
It's been so long since I've watched that.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah,
that scroll contains the power of 1,000 souls.
Yeah, and then Blackheart and.
The floor recognizes Jason.
Oh no, I was agreeing with J-Mac. I want to see that Western.
Oh, okay. I thought you were raising your hand because you had something to say. It's hard to tell sometimes. All right. So, Theorist, did you give us a rating on it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought I did. My bad. I gave it a solid 4.
A 4? Okay. And then let's very quick, before we go on to the next one, I often forget about this part. Post-credit scene, Doctor Strange. There's in the theaters at the time of release, there was only one, but there's a second one that's added, that was added upon after release and stuff. So the first one and the major one shows Mordo, who it was the ally of Doctor Strange through most of that. He now he looks like he's turning villain, and he visits the other guy who Doctor Strange sought out to figure out even where to go. A visual we didn't use. Sorry, Wolfman.
Right.
He absorbs the power. He takes the power from him, and he ends up, falling to the ground with his back broken and everything else. Reverting him back to where it is, and that will set us up for the next Doctor Strange when we get there. The other one that happened was the one episode, the scene with Thor, where they were talking about Loki.
Oh, yeah, I like that scene. That scene's funny.
I think it's a better post-credit scene. I know it's not really story related, so as much as the other one is, but I really like it. I very much enjoyed it, especially him bouncing him around the house and stuff with the beer. That's the next movie. That wasn't part of the post-credit scene.
For some reason, I just can't recall it, and it just doesn't stand out to me. You said it was Thor.
Yeah.
Thor.
You're not a Thor fan. I get it. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. It just doesn't stick out. I don't know why.
Do you hate Thor or something?
No, I hate the way that Disney has done every Thor movie. Thor himself is a cool, superhero. You know what I'm saying? Thor is one of the few people, like, as far as MCU, that I'd like to see fight my boy Superman. Because I think it'd be a heck of a matchup. But at the end of the day, and Chris Hemsworth did a great job as Thor. But the overall movies are friggin' ass, for lack of a better word. I'm
not
sorry.
that bad.
I disagree. I'm not a Thor. Like, I don't think that they're definitely on the lower ratings for me, most of the Thor movies, but that's mainly because of Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
But let's save that conversation for when we actually have Thor in 2 weeks.
Right.
That's when
JD, for this next movie, I've got some discrepancies too, if you want them.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure that you do on this one. We're getting into Guardians 2 now, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And there's a couple of things in this that I do want to point out first.
There's big ones in this one.
Yeah,
I love him.
First of all, Kurt Russell joining the cast. I would just want to point that out. That's freaking huge. I don't care what you say. Kurt Russell joining the cast in the MCU universe is big.
Jack Burton can join any friggin' cast he wants to. He battled the Thing, ancient Chinese people.
Oh, that's Star-Lord's daddy.
Yeah, Star-Lord's daddy, but who is he? What's his name?
Ego.
Yeah.
Ego, excellent. And so for those, Jason?
His ego is what gets him killed.
Yes, it absolutely does. He's also a Celestial.
Yes.
Yeah,
he's a god.
And we haven't seen too many Celestials in the universe up to this point. We will see more of them later, but we haven't seen too many of them up to this point.
And that's one of the comic discrepancies is in the comics, Ego is a planet. Is deciphered as just a planet with a face. And he is not Star-Lord's father. But in this, he turns himself into a human and is Star-Lord's father. But I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, he was a good jumping off, point for, to find out the information we found out. I don't want to ruin it if you've got stuff to talk about it. But he was a good first guy, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I don't think trying to keep him as the planet, the comic book, there's some things that aren't going to translate from the comics to live action. And I think trying to keep him only as a planet was one of those things. Should he have been a Celestial or whatever? I don't know about that, but they wanted to start introducing some of these other plot points into the MCU, and you do got to be careful because you can make people crazy and confuse the hell out of them, especially with as big as the timeline. And now that we're getting into the multiverse, it's getting more and more difficult to track. I'm a fan of the Guardians movies. I think they're a classic comic book. That's why I like them. I like the other movies because there's drama, there's feeling, there's struggle for the characters. A lot of these guys are legitimate superheroes where it's not going to be the easiest to kill them, but it's a straight comic book movie. There's laughter, there's funny points. James Gunn did a great job with the soundtrack and the music he included in all of the Guardians movies.
Oh, yeah.
So I just didn't realize how many things they did change for this movie.
Oh, yeah. With the Guardians, they've had to change a couple of things. Yeah.
Well, it was even bigger for this one than the first one.
Yeah.
But a bunch of people's origin stories were completely reinvented. Like Yondu, Mantis her origin story wasn't. It was drastically changed. Nebula's was rewritten. Groot's was altered. It was just a lot of stuff that they did with this, movie but again, it made sense.
I was about to say, but they did it right.
Right. As long as you do it to where it makes sense. Like I said earlier, I don't care if you pull ideas from different source material. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's source material and it can play off each other. I don't want something that's just stupid random stuff.
I think Batista was like the perfect choice for Drax.
Oh my goodness.
The big powerhouse dummy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he's awesome.
He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm eating stuff so slowly you can hardly see me."
He was
like you're right there. It's like, dang it,
what he had
man.
to do. Play it straight. Exactly. Yeah. He did so good in that. Yeah. So funny.
I
And
would
how
love
about
to
just-
see him. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I would love to see Batista in like a real slapstick comedy, like a Naked Gun type comedy, just
He
to
would
see
pull
how
it
he could pull that off.
I think he could do
he
it.
could probably
I do
pull it off,
too.
Yeah.
Just from what he did with Drax and everything, because he's got enough of it to be the action part of it, but also playing that Drax part gave him the chance to show some comedic chops too. I
Yeah.
think it could work.
Yeah. Nothing goes over his head.
He's too fast. He can catch it.
Catch it. All right. Where are we at here? We got a Mantis visual. I don't know what it says, but let's see. Oh,
Who is this?
Yeah, who is this? Well, we already talked
Yeah,
about
Mantis.
Mantis. Let's do another. Who is this?
Taser face.
Yeah. All right. Good. Good.
More like
Good.
ball sack face.
Good.
Looks like a Klingon.
Remember the
What
guy?
is
Remember that
total-
scene when Rocket just completely tears into him?
I know. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what is up with Marvel and their like facial structures of their bad guys and stuff? Like, what is?
Let's
gotta make
I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh,
he's-
The bomb.
Yeah, the bomb.
Yeah.
the bomb.
Which
Yep.
button not to push?
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Did
I
they
am
really
Groot.
need to hire Vin Diesel to say that over and over again? Imagine
Think how much he's getting paid to say
Thank
that
you.
shit
I
over
know
and
it.
over.
I know that's what I'm saying. Imagine,
Millions of dollars to
that
say 3
motherfucker
words.
was sitting.
I
That
am
motherfucker
Groot.
was sitting at home,
Hey.
and he was like, "All right, the script came in. I wonder what all I'm gonna have to learn." And they were like, "We're gonna give you $15 million," and all he had to learn was, "I am
This is
Groot."
what I'm gonna say. This is what
Every
I'm gonna say.
page said, "I am Groot." He's like, "I got this."
This is what I'm gonna say about that. Yes, he only says I am Groot, but the way he says it has to change every time he's talking. Like he can never say it the same way more than one time.
I can
So-
respond to everything you say on here with "I am Groot" in a certain way and be just fine with that.
And he has to say it in different
I don't have to
languages
learn
for different
nothing else.
countries.
They actually gave him what they did was they gave him a script though. They actually gave him what is Groot's trying to say in this, and then it was Vin Diesel had to like try and portray what he was actually saying with the words I am Groot. So let's not take anything away from Vin Diesel's acting ability.
No,
to be
no,
He was
able to
putting
I
act.
feeling into
come
it,
on, man.
emotion.
We're talking about
Yeah,
Vin Diesel. It
absolutely.
ain't exactly Shakespeare in and of its own.
No, well, no, but you know, it still took some. It still took some chops.
I've seen brooms that acted better than Vin Diesel.
Well, probably not the best, but all right. What's up with Yondu here?
And they're
Oh,
going
what
through
was-
that hyper
Oh,
space
yeah.
stuff.
But how many?
I can't-
They went through
Yeah, more
700,
specifically. Yeah,
700 space jumps
yeah.
at
And
once.
There was only supposed to do like 50 at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do Drax. We were just talking about him. Why doesn't Drax wear his spacesuit?
Oh,
Got sensitive nipples.
Yes, that is correct. Jason. That is absolutely right. That is absolutely right.
And then when he actually does wear his suit, you can hear him scream, "Oh, my nipples!"
Yeah,
Yeah.
planet.
All right. Why does Groot have underwear?
Dirty underwear too.
Oh,
They're trying to get him to get the fin.
Yes.
And guess whose underwear those are?
Same reason
Those
he
are
has the thumb.
Yondu's.
oh.
I'll tell you what, when he came back with the thumb, that's when I was like, Groot. My man,
It's like,
whoa,
dude.
buddy.
What's up with the thumb?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's a
He was
little-
giving him the finger.
He was giving him the finger. All right, here we go. This is a funny one.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I'm
that's
Mary
what it was.
Poppins, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it all proud.
Mary
I'm fucking Mary
Poppins, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's bad. All right,
No.
who are they and why were they after the Guardians?
So they stowed the batteries.
Who stole the batteries?
Did I forget?
Rocket.
Rocket.
Rocket stowed. Yeah, he
Yeah.
stowed some of the batteries like when they were supposed to return them.
Yeah, they stole the batteries when he was protecting them from those space squid things.
Yeah.
And who are they?
The Space
I remember.
Squidites. I don't remember what their names were. To
The
be
What
honest.
Sovereign.
section? No, what was it?
The Sovereign.
Yep,
Sovereign.
that's right.
Yeah, it was something like that.
You got it,
Sovereign.
Wolfman. Yep, the Sovereign.
I just
All right,
thought they were
now-
like Golden Globe weirdos.
Before we go into some discussion, I got two other points that I want to make here, and then
the
we'll let
Academy organization.
We'll let J-Mac tell us a few more other points where it differs from the comics here. But first things first. Who's the man in the orange suit?
It's Stan Lee.
Stan Lee. Now, who are the beings around him?
Oh
The
my
Watchers.
God, that's the Watchers.
The Watchers.
Yeah.
That's correct, Uncle Slam. Now, there's a fan theory before Stan Lee died, and maybe they'll continue it. I don't know, but there was a fan theory going around that's the Stan Lee character inside the MCU is actually a Watcher. And what we saw
I've
here
heard that.
is him being debriefed by his fellow Watchers.
He's he's been watching all the superheroes and stuff. That's why he appears.
Yeah.
Everything. I've heard that theory too.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
that would
cool,
be
right?
cool too. And it would be,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
who's more powerful than the Watchers? You know what I'm saying? Really nobody. But so why would it not be awesome to make the most, you know, the greatest, you know, guy that came up with these guys, make him the ultimate superhero character in that universe?
Yeah.
He's a Watcher, you know.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Wolfman.
I've been watching a lot more of the old like Spider-Man cartoons.
Are
like
you a
on Disney
watcher?
Plus and stuff? And this one series of Spider-Man, I think it's called The Amazing Spider-Man. And in the cartoon, Stan Lee is in every single episode, but he plays the janitor at Peter Parker's high school.
Interesting. I did not know that.
So he does some weird shit, and it's
Only
like
the 90s cartoon is the only one of the Spider-Mans that I actually kind of really like.
I was going to say something. Can I say something? He was talking about the Amazing Spider-Man. Me and Uncle Slam, and I'm sure maybe Jason and JD might remember this. I don't know about you, Wolfman, but if not, you younger guys should feel so blessed and privileged that you had Garfield, that you had Holland, and you had Maguire. Because we had this weird shit on in the 1970s called The Amazing Spider-Man. It was a series. Man, you talk about bad and hard to get through,
Oh,
man.
I remember that too.
That was hard, man.
I love that shit.
They would lay down
Yeah.
cardboard and paint it like the side of a building and make it look like this guy was like crawling on the side of a building, and like he had like
I didn't
a
really
super
watch
shooter.
Garfield.
He had a super shooter for his rope web. It looked just like a rope coming out too. It's terrible, man. Feel privileged.
Watch them now once.
I just thought that was a cool thing because Stan Lee is like one of my heroes.
That is not the same actress.
Yes,
No
it is.
way.
That's where I was going to next. This is Nebula. This is what Nebula looks like.
Oh, that's old girl from the new
Yes.
What am I thinking?
Jumanji.
Jumanji's, yes.
Yes.
Rocks
She
in
is
that movie.
hotter than a
But
$2 pistol.
But that's who plays Nebula.
Oh,
The
wow.
same actress.
Yep.
Nebula just became one of my new favorites.
But she did.
She's a good actress
But-
too. That's what I'm
but
saying. Like Nebula
trivia.
became one of my favorite characters in the Guardians. And I didn't even know, like, I did not know anything about Nebula or anything like that. And she became one of my favorite characters in the Guardians.
Here's a
like-
trivia question for everybody.
All right, what is it?
What is her name in the Jumanji movie?
Oh, I've never seen the new Jumanji movie. I barely made it through the first one.
I seen it, but I didn't worry
Yeah,
about what
I
her
ain't
name
seen
was.
Ruby Roundhouse.
That's it. That is it. Now that you said it, I remember that.
So I got a question. With the fact that Ego's son is his son, why is it that his son loses his power when Ego dies?
'Cause
Should he
Ego
not have
was
his celestial power still?
See, that's what I've always wondered.
That's a
Like,
very-
if Ego's a celestial, then why can't Star-Lord use any powers and stuff?
He's only
I thought he got his powers from his pop.
When he killed his father.
Yeah.
he's only part god because his mother was a human.
But didn't it say like once he killed Ego, like he
Yes.
lost his power or something? Okay, why though? If it's
That's what I want.
genetically into him,
You're not going to like the answer that I give you, J Mac, but I can give you an answer.
Well, no, I mean, if it's the answer, that's the answer. That's
I don't
all
know
I
if it's
want.
well because they changed up kind of what Ego was. You know, he's not a planet; he's a
Right.
celestial in this. So, he drew his power. He was a planet, and Star-Lord, honestly, this is what I think. I don't know that Star-Lord is not going to have the power, but Ego was millennia old. Millennia and millennia and millennia old. That's where I think he got his power. Remember, he said he drifted aimlessly without form, you know what I mean, and had to build the planet around him. So I think the reason he had the power was because he was so old. I think the reason Star-Lord was able to manipulate the power was because of the help of his father. And I think Star-Lord still has that power inside him or potential to reach that if he lives long enough to see it.
Okay. I just it did make me know it because I was like, if he's a celestial and Star-Lord became one of the most powerful guys in this group.
I think it was a play by Ego to prevent his death, not necessarily a factual canon statement.
Right, but in the movie, when he kills him, if I'm not mistaken, Star-Lord's standing there like this, and his power goes away.
Yes, but I do believe that's because
when he killed him, he was going to lose his power.
But that's because I think Star-Lord is younger. He's only 30-some years old in human.
Yeah.
And Ego is millennia, thousands and thousands of years old. So if Star-Lord being half human, if he lives that long, I think he would potentially unlock those capabilities.
I don't think age has anything to do with it, but
I don't think he lost him because Ego died. I think he lost the capability to control it the way he did when Ego died. But I don't think he lost necessarily his ability to have those powers.
That's what I took from the movie, anyways.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I kind of think of it as like a last effort. Like you'll lose your power, you'll become mortal. He was Ego. That's right up Ego's line, saying whatever he needed to say to save himself.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was true or not, I guess we'll find out.
I see where you're coming from now. I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
he was lying to him.
Yeah, not that I think the Star-Lord still possesses that power. He just doesn't know how to control it. The only reason he was able to control it was because he was in the presence of his father.
I don't think he really even knows how to use it.
No, yeah, I think, like I said, I think he was heavily manipulated by his dad. Yeah,
right. It's there. It's probably just dormant. Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, at the end of all this MCU universe crap in the next 10 years, it's Star-Lord that's the super duper hero out of everybody because he's a celestial and he's learned how to use crap.
I thought they were kind of setting him up to be one of the next front runners, once Iron Man and Captain America and them were going to start moving on. I thought he was definitely one of the front runners they'd bring up. I'm not sure really what to expect now with Doomsday, considering they had to change so many of their problems, but we're not even there yet. Let's wait till we get there. All right, let's give the reviews on Guardians 2, and then we'll do any final stuff, and then we'll wrap up and get out of here. Let's start with Theorist first. Theorist, you go first, man. What's your review, your rating, and any final statements about it?
Guardians is probably one of my favorite movie groups out of all the Marvel. I just the action, the comedy. I think everything's balanced in it. I think all the characters welcome each other very well. It's just an all-around good series to watch.
So, out of 5,
I'd give it a 5.
A 5. Wow, nice. Okay, Slam.
Me. Let's see. At first, I really didn't like this movie that much. I didn't think it was as good as the first one, and then once I rewatched it, I liked it a little bit more. I still don't think it's one of the better ones. I feel like this is when Marvel started sliding a little bit, kind of not doing as great as they were, but it's not a terrible movie. I feel like the best parts are Groot and Drax pretty much. I think they carry the movie. I like the Guardians. I don't like the story. I think the whole Ego story was stupid. I like it was, like I said, I just think the whole premise was stupid. It's basically he's a bastard father going around impregnating people on different planets. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? That's what I get. He's a deadbeat. He's not taking care of his kid, and then when he needs something, he's hollering for one back. Um, I mean, that's. I mean, we want to break it down. That's what it comes down to. It's it's a guy that's not taking care of his kid. So
His
but I
child
don't.
support must be hellacious.
Yeah, I mean,
No, they're
well,
all
hell, you
dead
saw them
bodies.
dead bodies.
Sorry,
like
big
the planet.
dog. Can't take care of you. I got God stuff to take care of. See you in a few years though.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Here's
So,
20 bucks.
Yeah.
he went out to get milk and never came back.
Oh.
I would give this movie probably like a 3, something like. I would say probably a 3,
Yeah.
maybe a 3.5.
If he did go get milk, you know where he went? The Milky Way.
Yeah, so I didn't love this movie like the other ones, but I thought it was all right. So I'd give it like a 3, 3.5, something like that.
All right, J-Mac.
Oh man, I like Guardians for the most part. I'm not gonna lie, I've never watched the third one, and I probably never will because they promoted that stupid fucking dog more than I ever wanted to see. The beagle, man, the little beagle, it's always flying at the screen when they show the explosion.
The origin story of Rocket Raccoon, bro. That's no
I don't
joke.
know.
That's some heartbreaking stuff.
Yeah, that's
it
no
was
joke,
too, yeah.
bro. Like I'm looking forward to getting to that one just because that one's so off the reservation for what Marvel makes.
Dude, the third one was the
Beagle was
best
enough
one
for me.
out of all of them, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it could be argued. It could be. I love the first one, but the third one is powerful, bro.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
The Beagle was enough that I didn't want to watch it. I don't know if I ever will. If we come up to it, and I'm doing the show,
Superman has a dog. Superman's best friend's a dog.
I actually, let's talk facts because that's not Superman's dog. That's his cousin Supergirl's dog. Crypto is her dog.
Whoa. No, in the comic, that's his dog.
Well, we
In
ain't
the
talking about
movie,
comics. We
that's
talking
her
about
dog.
movies. But we over here talking about movies now.
Actually,
we ain't talking about comics.
I'm
But
going
you're
to take
talking
back
about
over the
DC.
show.
We in Marvel land.
I'm going to take back over the show and say we ain't talking about Superman or DC in this TV.
But I just watched Supergirl. Man, Crypto's in that whole damn movie. Anyways, for my take on this, I like Guardians. Like I said, it wasn't the ones that I necessarily am waiting to see, like the Doomsdays and the End Games and stuff like that. But when they come out and they're ready to be watched and everything, I've usually, for the most part, except for the third one, been ready to just sit down and just watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see what's happening next. It's got me that invested. For me, Guardians, I'd give it 3.75 headlocks.
All right, Jason.
Well, I definitely got to agree with Uncle Slam especially when they go into the basement of his father's house and all his children's dead bodies are in there.
Yeah,
it's kind of disgusting. The first Guardians I liked. This one, yeah, the comedy relief and all that, I love all that, but the overall movie itself, I wasn't too thrilled with. I'd say like a 2.5.
Wow, low one for Jason.
It was not my style of show.
I think the comedy relief in the first one was better than the second one.
Yeah, they're definitely getting worse. That's for sure.
Wolfman. The third one's not comedic related at all. Wolfman, what is your rating on Guardians 2?
The whole story is just boring, so I have to give it a solid 1.
Ooh, what? Wow, man, Wolfman, what the hell are you doing here? All right, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 for sure because I don't think it was that bad of a movie, and we got a lot of stuff in there. Mantis joining the crew. I was a fan of increasing it. Nebula kind of being a Guardian now was kind of cool. So I liked it. And I'd probably just give it a 3 Jolly Rogers, but I'm going to give it an extra half for the post-credit scenes that we get with it. So And that's what we're going to talk about now, the post-credit scenes. And we got a question from Wolfman for the post-credit scene. Who voices this character? And for bonus points, who knows what this character's name is? J-Mac, don't be going to use your phone and search.
Don't be cheating.
I dropped my hot sauce.
No
Uh-huh.
cheating. No cheating.
Sure. Uh-huh.
Do you know who the
No idea.
character is?
Oh, see,
I have no clue. I really
one's right
don't.
here.
I'll be honest with you, I definitely didn't know who.
I don't know.
I definitely didn't know who the character was. The character's name is Mainframe. And I will.
Mainframe.
This is Wolfman. Wolfman, why don't you tell everybody who voices Mainframe and what Mainframe is?
Drum roll, please. Miley Cyrus.
Really?
What?
Wow.
What?
I was not expecting that one.
What?
She's a member of the Ravagers.
She's a member of the Ravagers. She is. Her name is Mainframe, and in
Who does the voice of Mainframe? In
she is an
It's
alternate.
like you don't trust y'all or
According
something.
to,
Yeah,
my,
like what?
according to my information, Mainframe is like an alternate universe version of Vision, or at least that's what Mainframe is supposed to be. Is that what we're going to get in this? I don't know. And the group that was reformed, or the form that we saw at the end of that with Sylvester Stallone, shout out to him. That's the other thing I want to say. Not only do we get Kurt Russell into the MCU, but we got Sylvester Stallone.
So we got Tango and Cash.
We got
Yes.
Ving Rhames. We got Ving Rhames. We got Ving Rhames in the MCU. We got Miley Cyrus in the MCU now.
Well, actually,
so-
she's not in the MCU anymore, though, because
Thank
she didn't do
God.
the voice. She didn't do the voice of Mainframe in 3.
Oh,
She
that's
was
such a-
recast. She was recast by veteran voice actor Tara Strong. But yeah, she was the voice of Mainframe in Volume 2.
at least at the end scene. Yeah. And now there was rumors that we were actually going to see that group, like they were going to make their own movie. And around that time, it would have come around or after the Immortals. And then they released the Immortals, and we'll talk about the Immortals when we get there. But anybody
That
who's
was a
watched that
bad movie.
anybody who watched that is going, "Oh, okay, I understand now why they
Do
can't."
you know what movie the Immortals is going to be paired with?
I don't understand the question.
Like when on our schedule.
Oh, I can tell you in just a moment.
Why? Like, why are you curious for?
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
So he doesn't have to be on it.
Set up here.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to
I
be
don't
on
even
it.
fucking talk or remember that they made that movie. That was terrible.
All right. Actually, honestly, the next episode we really need to try and get 3 movies in, because then we got Avengers Infinity War, and that has to be a solo episode. And I don't know that we need a solo
Well, what's
episode
the
for
next
Black
3?
Panther.
The Immortals ain't part of the next 3, are they?
No, Ant-Man.
No.
Then we got Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I will ask.
Watch
We're-
that one.
Looks like we're looking at probably end of September or early October before we get to the Eternals, J-Mac.
Okay. What was you
It's
saying,
at least
Jedi?
It's at least 4 or 5 episodes ahead of us yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you want to
uh,
know for though? You still
Never
haven't said
mind.
it.
That kind of
Oh,
answers my question.
because that movie sucks, and I don't want to remember it even exists. So
The
I can't.
I'm not
I
going to
ain't
blame. I have talking points already to tear that movie apart.
I'm gonna be completely real with you. I haven't seen a single episode of Eternals
It's not an episode. It's a movie, not a series.
movie, whatever it is. I ain't seen a single thing of it.
Don't waste your time.
If you want to, you can watch it. If you don't want to, that's cool too.
Okay,
we
I'll
have,
be honest.
We have 2 more months or 3 more months likely till we get there.
It'll
we-
be
I mean,
real
I'll
quick
watch it. I'll
episode.
watch it. You know, if y'all want me to suffer like that. But okay, I heard, and this is a
Hey,
big
man.
reason, is because Eternals came out back whenever like that virtual signaling stuff really was like at its peak.
There
So it's
is
kind
some,
of like
there is some signaling. There is some signaling in the Eternals. There is some signaling. There is.
I don't even know what that is. I just know that movie was ass.
It was not great.
That movie was terrible.
like I said,
Jason,
I'll
what do you
watch
think?
it.
That's all we need for that soundbite. Eternals was shitty. Don't
What
watch
do
it.
What are you asking, Jason? It's important. It does come back to play later on in the
Not going to
MCU,
affect
though.
anything. It
Go
didn't
ahead,
affect the box office.
When you said there's signals in the movie, what are you talking about?
Like he was saying, virtue signaling, like red flag signaling. Let's talk about it after I close out the episode.
All right.
It belongs on the other. It would be topics we discuss on our sister show, not so much Mayhem.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So the next episode is in 2 weeks, though. And wait, did we do all the post-credit scenes?
No, we didn't touch it.
No. Okay. So the other one is the Adam Warlock. We get to see the Sovereign, and the leader of the Sovereignty wants to be taken before the council. She's talking about her newest creation, their evolution. She's going to name him Adam. It's going to be Adam Warlock, which we'll find out later on. We'll see him later on. Yeah, let's just save him for his discussion for later.
I kind of have an announcement to make.
The Watchers scene also took place. The one with Stan Lee, that also took place as one of the post-credit scenes. Wolfman?
I will be doing an appearance tomorrow at a craft fair from 10 a.m. until 3 here in La Crosse.
Okay.
Marine Credit Union.
So if you are in the La Crosse area, go check out Wolfman, who's apparently doing public appearances right now and getting recognized in public, and is going to be, they're going to put his face on a building. And meanwhile, me and the rest of my team are just sitting here. We're like, hey, we're the ones that do, this is my network, but it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. You get the statues, buddy. You can be on the building. It's good.
I make sure I give you a little blurb in my memoir.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
He'll remember the little people when he becomes
remember the guy who plucked you away from horseshit.
When he gets famous, he'll hire your media company to do some stuff for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I get recognized in public, so
I do too, but it's mostly by the police and stuff.
The building thing. He's obviously not getting put on a building. That part was a joke, but him getting recognized in public and, him being like popular, likely the most popular person on Mayhem Media is not necessarily a lie or that far of a stretch. So
it's just the voice. The voice gives it away.
I'll kick you in the face, kid. All right, so we're gonna wrap that. We're gonna wrap this up and close out. Everybody, make sure you go check out Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc. They're on every Friday night. They do double headers. They have a guest, and then they do a recap show. Although they're going to be doing several weeks of their world title tournament, so don't miss any of that. Tune into that.
Yeah, 8:00 is going to be guest. 9:30ish should be. Not next week. It'll be all tournament next week. But after that, it should be a guest and then tournament at 9:30. But we will get back to you and post stuff about a schedule.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure you go check them out. Jedi Theorist has his own YouTube channel. Make sure you go check him out. The description of this video has nothing in it except for, or no, maybe it does have everything. I'll have to check. But maybe the description of this video has links to everybody, the Headlocks, to Jedi. Jason is he does both brands. He does Mayhem and our sister show, the Boiling Point Podcast. He has his own series on the Boiling Point Podcast side, so make sure you go check that out. It's called God's My Story. Give that a watch if you want to. And of course, Wolfman, you can see here on almost everything that we do with Mayhem Media. I've decided to just bring him along on every episode. He doesn't have a choice. He's required to be on every single episode that Mayhem Media does. Until further notice. So
blink twice if you're safe.
What's the signal? What is it?
Oh man, no, I'm just joking around here. I've been trying to get Wolfman on other stuff other than just wrestling stuff because I know he's good at podcasting and he's good on the Marvel shows. So I'm just trying to get him. I'm just trying to show him that he can do more than just wrestling. Ooh. And that he's good at it. And furthermore, that he's good at it.
Well,
I would love to be on J-Mac's show.
That's what I was getting ready to say, man. You ought to come on for one of the world title episodes and stuff and everything.
Let me know.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll look
definitely.
at I will look at the schedule as soon as we get off here, and I will shoot you some messages and everything. But I got to talk to Uncle Slam after the show about some stuff, and then I'll hit you up, man. We'll get you on, man.
All right, sounds good,
Wolfman's,
brother.
Wolfman's tired of me asking him about putting him up on other episodes, so it's good
Well,
to see him taking
Jay-
the initiative now. So
JD's
excellent.
been on plenty, so he can just let you appear on his. He can just let you take his next appearance. See how
I
that
don't-
works? I'm just joking.
I
I'm just
no, I
joking
hey
with you.
man,
No, I'm just
absolutely.
joking.
I
with
would
you.
I would not have a problem with tagging
I'm
Wolfman
just
in
joking.
if
We
that's-
will get
if
you
that's
both in,
necessary.
man, for real.
Did I cover everybody? We covered everybody.
Yeah.
So
So
we got a lot of stuff coming out. So just stay tuned to Mayhem Media. I can't tell you every single episode except for tomorrow. Look for After the Dragon at 3:00. That follows House of the Dragon. We'll be talking about last week's episode tomorrow. So look for that. And then other than that, look for an AEW prediction show in the next 2 weeks. There's another AEW event coming up. So we'll be doing that.
Redemption, I think.
Yeah, Redemption. We'll be doing a prediction show and a recap show for that. So just lots of content coming out over the next likely 2 months from Mayhem Media. So just stay tuned. The storefront, Wolfman, get your shirt up in the camera. We're both wearing the Mayhem Media gear today, so make sure you go check that out. The other JD has on some Boiling Point podcast gear, so make sure you can go pick that up. And J Max got on the Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc gear. I'll let him tell you where you can get that, but you can get the Mayhem gear at
Walmart.
bonfire.com.
I wish our stuff was at Walmart.
Mayhem Media Shop. That's where you can get all of our apparel. Where can they get your apparel or not yet?
You gotta message me or Uncle Slam. That's about it. We ain't got a storefront up yet or nothing like that. But if you want one, definitely shoot us a message, and we will get it to you. No joke.
Yes, sir.
Legend J Mac, hit up. You'll see me on the socials and stuff. Hit me up
You
from
can set up
there.
the Headlocks page too.
Yes,
directly. You can always
yes.
send
Just
the Headlocks page directly and leave them a message. And J Mac, we're going to talk. I think we're going to do an apparel exchange here. I'll send you a shirt. You send me one of yours.
It works for me because we're working on getting some a new run of shirts going here soon with our new logo and with we got an exclusive Uncle Slam shirt and an exclusive Legend J Mac shirt coming out, and then one with our new logo. So 3 new shirts. So
Sweet.
yeah, y'all check it out. But we'll definitely get some stuff going too where you can order it online and stuff and everything. But yeah, appreciate anybody that does reach out.
Yep, absolutely. And again, our storefront, bonfire.com/store/Mayhem Media Shop. Pick up some apparel. We also sell Diamond Cartel exclusively on our storefront. You can't get it anywhere else except from them at a wrestling show. So go and pick up some of that apparel as well. Until next time, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I can't wait for 2 weeks when we do it again. I am your host, the bad guy, JD, and that's the end.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the next shows?
What, in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Are we doing 2 or 3 movies?
Yeah, because you said something
Spider-Man
about 2 or 3
Homecoming,
shows.
Thor, Ragnarok, and Black Panther. We have to do 3,
Okay.
or else we're going to end up doing Black Panther by itself, and that
Okay.
doesn't work either.
So I can just be real quiet during Ragnarok and still have 2 movies to talk about.
Yeah. Homecoming, Ragnarok, and Black Panther is what we're going to do in 2 weeks' time. So everybody mark that down so you can watch it. And now we're going to close it out. So thank you all for tuning in, and that's the end.